All right, well, once again, I'm hearing that the Dordle, Quordle, and Octordle are all interesting, especially the Dordle. Apparently, several people said it's the hardest one ever, the hardest puzzle so far. Failed it, it's impossible, things like that. So, should be interesting. I also saw this meme posted over here on the Discord server that I got a kick out of because that's pretty much what it seems like with the recommendations every day for these. But regardless, we're gonna look at the Dordle, Quordle, and Octordle. Now, what should we start with? I think I'm gonna go back to the train and cough. I think that works pretty good. Even when we don't get very many letters from it, we're ruling out some letters that are good to rule out. Like that, I guess. Okay. Wow. Okay. Well, like I said, we've pulled out a lot of letters. So there's no A, I, or U. There's no O on the right. So I definitely want to do an E, maybe even a Y. S, L are good letters to try next. So S, L, and E are the ones I definitely want to do, maybe a Y. We don't want to reuse the O because we know where the O is. There could be a second one, but at this point, it's better to do some new letters. I was gonna say we could do sleep actually, which isn't great because of the double E, but there's almost for sure an E on the right side, but I think it'd be better to get a Y in there. Let's see, what if we did yelps? That would be good. The S, L, the E, the Y. The Y, it's not a great spot for the Y, but I'm not thinking of anything that would be 5 new letters and has a Y. So let's go with that. Okay. That was really good. All right. Ooh, there's no E on the right. Oh, but it's not slyly. It's something L-Y. It can't be dryly. It can't be Riley. Flyly? No, that's not a thing. Huh. Okay, well, we'll come back to that. Let's look at this one because, I mean, it's not gonna be O-L-Y-P, I don't think. Oh, actually, polyp would work. Polyp would work. Otherwise, I was gonna say starts with P and ends, but you could also do poly. Poly, polyp, pokey, maybe? No. Okay. I think it's gotta be poly or polyp. So, if we're thinking LY on the right, let's work on that one, and that will help us figure this one on the left out. So, if it's gotta have another Y. I think LY at the end. If it was like this, like dryly or Riley or slyly or something, what would be at the beginning? Because it would have to be a double consonant, probably something L. Oh, no, I was gonna say it could be Xylil or Zilla, I can remember how to pronounce it, but the L can't be third. So we could also do like something Y, something LY. That would work. I don't know. So I feel like it's gotta be either something Y, something, which I don't like that. Or something like a double consonant and then a Y. But with the letters we have left, it's gotta be something L, and then I think it's like FL, but flyly doesn't work. Flyby. Flyby. That works. It's not LY at the end. I think that's got a good chance. If nothing else, it's checking 2 new spots for the Y, new spot for the L, 2 new letters, and it's gonna help us figure out between poly and polyp on the left. So let's go with that. Oh, it's flyby. Okay. And then this is not poly, so it's gonna be polyp. The Y is 4th. All right, that is a tricky one. Polyp and flyby. For sure interesting. Now, I mean, I got it in 4 and 5, so I don't know if I would say it was hard for me per se, but you know, we eliminated so many letters, there just wasn't very many options there. Now, it would definitely be hard if you didn't know the word polyp, which is an unusual word. Flyby is definitely tricky, but once I knew it was only Y's, I mean, there was only so many things you could do. There just weren't very many consonant pairs you could even try. So anyways, we're gonna go on to the Quordle, and we're gonna start with polyp and flyby, which is not gonna be a good start, but you know, whatever, it's fine. All right, here we go, polyp and flyby, for better or for worse. All right, yep, that's what I was expecting, not much. So let's do something with some new letters like stare, or do we want to do stare with the E? Kind of thinking with the E might be better than the I. Both are good, but do we want to use the P somewhere? I think 5 new letters is good at this point. Okay, good. So look at this. We've got, I mean, it could be roost. Roost would work. Don't know if I'm ready to guess a double O yet, but roost would be good there. This is probably a AL something E, like can't be false. Could be valve, which would be tricky with a double V. Interesting. Up here, this is interesting too. So it could be something PER. Like upper. No, we can't have a double P because we tried 2 P's in polyp. So it can't be upper. Something UPER, but it can't be super. So I don't think the P is gonna be second because it feels like you would need an S at the beginning unless there's a vowel. I would do upper, but we can't do a double P. So maybe it's not ER at the end. Could we do something REP? Or maybe the RE is at the beginning. Re something. Re-cup. That's not a thing. Re-dip. Ooh, re-dip is good. I like re-dip. Now, one of the things I like about that is, of course, it's possible. Oh, no, it's not. The P can't be at the end. Oh, the P can't be at the end because of polyp. Never mind, it's not possible. Okay. Ooh, what about ripen? Now, ripen would be possible, and that's pretty good. It also checks 2 new letters with the I and the N. A new spot for the R here as well. I think that's pretty good. It'll also check, yeah, because I'm thinking roost here, so that will, yeah, let's do ripen. Ripen? Oh, it's not ripen. The R is at the end, so it's this. What would that be? Oh, viper. Viper, which would help with the potential valve here. Oh, it could be wiper too. Wiper and viper. Okay. Oh, it's not roost. It's not roost. Look at this. The R is not at the beginning. Okay, so I mean, you could have the T at the beginning. Otherwise, if it's not a T at the beginning, you would have to have ORST, I think. Worst. Now, the interesting thing about that is it checks for wiper versus viper. So the ideal situation here would be you guess worst, you get the W. There's no W here, so you guess viper, and then that V lets you check for valve. That would be the ideal situation. I still don't know what's going on down here with the T, A, and N, and I just don't have very much information there. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna guess worst. I do think that's not the worst guess, but I think I'm gonna guess vaunt. And the reason I'm gonna do that is I'm thinking VA down here for valve, possibly. I'm also thinking V possibly up here for viper versus wiper. It'll also check a new spot for the A here. NT, so new spots for the N and T here. I'm thinking worst up here possibly, which would check for the T at the end there. So it's gonna kind of check things on all 4 of them that way. So I'm gonna go with that. Now the downside is once we do this, we have to get the rest of them correct. But this will disambiguate viper versus wiper, and I think those are the 2 possibilities there. I still think Valve is really good here. I don't know what's going on here, so I'm just hoping that the A, the N, or the T, at least one or two of them will be green, if not all three of them. It could even be Vaunt. Vaunt is possible. So is Daunt and Gaunt and Haunt, though. Ooh. That's the problem, is if we get the A-U-N-T, then we're stuck with Daunt and Gaunt and Haunt and Jaunt, all as possibilities. And after this, we'll only have 4 guesses left, so we'll have to get them all right. Shoot. I really thought Ripen was gonna be right, and it wasn't. Unfortunately. You know, we could do something like Laugh, which would still check the A in that second spot for us. Check for a possible U. And it would check G and H for Gaunt or Haunt. But the L is no good. I don't know. Can we do, is daft like that a word? I didn't think so, not spelled like that. What about, oh, that's a word. Waff? Waff? I've never heard of that. But that's a thing. Okay, I'm gonna guess this, because if this is an aunt word, which if we get the AU, then we'll pretty much know it's an aunt. Then we check for Gaunt and Haunt. We've still got Vaunt and Daunt and Jaunt, but at least the V then we can disambiguate because we'll have the W potentially for Wiper, and then hopefully maybe Val. Yeah, I don't know. We can't get everything, so I'm gonna go with that. I think that's gonna maybe hopefully be the best option. All right, let's go with it. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, so this is not... Ooh, this is not... So I still think this is gonna be Daunt or Vaunt or Jaunt. I'm still thinking Valve. This is not Wiper, so this is Viper. Nice, Viper, and it's Vaunt! Yes! Yes, we got the green V. Okay, if that was gonna be gray, then we were gonna have to figure out how to figure out Daunt versus Jaunt. So this is Valve. I mean... Yeah, there's no U. Ooh, I hadn't thought about Value. Value would have been possible, but there's no U, so I think it's got to be Valve. It's Valve. And then let me adjust things a little bit there, so you can see. This has to be Vaunt. Yeah, it's V-A-U, and then you have the N and the T, and the N can't be last, so it's Vaunt for sure. Okay, and now the last one, now this is interesting because it's not, okay, so we said that if the T was not at the beginning, it was O-R-S-T, but that would put the U at the beginning, which isn't gonna work, but it can't be O-U, so it's gotta be T-O, because we can't put the S or the R at the beginning. I don't think it's gonna be U-O, so no, Taurus, I think it's gotta be, yeah, the R is third, the R is forced to be third, and then it's not Torsu, so yeah, it's gotta be, what's going on? Yeah, it's gotta be Taurus, there we go. Wow, okay. That was tricky. Definitely tricky. Taurus, Viper, Valve, and Vaunt. 3 Vs. Well, actually 4 Vs, but 3 of the words had Vs. Very tricky. Okay, well that's gonna be a terrible start for the Octordle, but yeah, let's go for it, why not? All right, this is probably gonna be bad, but we're gonna do Taurus, Viper, Valve. Actually, it's not looking too bad. Better than I was expecting. And Vaunt. Okay, well. I mean, look at this. VI, this is gonna be Vixen, probably. Probably Vixen. This is, it's not gonna be APL. Oh, it could be Maple. Otherwise, I was gonna say it could be like Laps, but there's no S, so actually, Maple's pretty good there. Vixen and Maple. This one right here, we've got Raise. I think that's gonna be Raise. Ooh, okay, so we've got a bunch of good ones. I think I'm gonna do Raise first. It's Raise, okay. I think this is gonna be Vixen, right? I feel like maybe there's another possibility there that I'm not thinking of, and I think this is gonna be Maple. Let's see, could this have the V, the N? Oh, it could be, no, it can't be vines. Vined, maybe? Ooh, vined is possible. Okay, vixen or vined. But I think this other one has to be maple. I'm gonna go with maple. Okay, it is maple, good. Now, did we get any other help anywhere? No, we did not. Okay, this one, we've got the O and the T, it could be other. Other is pretty good there. What about the other ones? This has a V. Okay, this has a V and an L. LV? No. Ooh, L. Huh. Oh, lever. Lever, we could have another E. I think that's pretty good. I'm gonna go with lever. Okay, it's lever. Good, good. Still haven't been able to figure out these other ones, though. Ooh, there's 2 E's in this word. 2 E's in this word. So, there's an S and a P and 2 E's. S something EEP? Sheep. Sheep. It can't be sleep or steep. It could be sweep or sheep. It could be sweep. Okay, we've got 5 words left and 6 guesses, so... This could also be S-P-E-E something, right? Maybe speed. It could also be speed. Okay, well... I was thinking vined as a possibility here. The D on both of those are possible at the end. This one here, I feel like there's just way too many possibilities. And this, we've only got the A. So it's probably got a Y, right? Or another A, but... Something A... Oh, I mean, you could do something like... Daddy or baddie... Baggy? Yeah, baggy. So there's a bunch of possibilities there. I think other is pretty good there. I'm just wondering if there's something else it could be. Oh, it could be otter. The double T. Okay, so Alright, so I'm thinking about doing opted. Because that will check for the possibility of otter here, while also checking a new spot for the O and the T in this word. It'll check for the D at the end, possibly vined, and also possibly speed, although the P there is also checking for speed. And this doesn't help us with sheep versus sweep. So maybe other is better. Maybe other is better, because if it's not the H, it's gonna be otter. We're still checking a new spot for the O and the T in this word. We're not doing anything for vined versus vixen, though. But if it's sheep, this H checks for sheep versus sweep, but it doesn't check for speed as a possibility. So we could do hated, which would still check the T for otter, and the H for other. It would check for the H for sheep and the D for speed. And I think it's sweep otherwise. Still a new spot for the T on this word, and the D for vined here. Okay, I'm gonna go with hated. Okay, so it's other. This is not sheep, it's not speed. I think it's gotta be sweep. Sweep, good, good. And this is not vined, so it's gotta be vixen, right? Okay, vixen. And now we've just got 2 left. Still have nothing on this one. How is that even possible? I mean, it could still be baggy. And this is... Okay, the T is 4th. There's an H, an O, and an R. The O can't be first or second. So I think it's gonna be O-T-H. The R would then be broth. Broth would work. So would froth, though. Broth and froth. shoot. You got a 50-50 there. I mean, if this is baggy, that would check the B. There are some other possibilities there. We could do jazzy. We could do kayak. Yeah, there's a bunch of possibilities there, unfortunately. I feel like baggy, kayak, and jazzy are probably the best options there. I'm thinking about guessing baggy. Am I thinking about guessing baggy? Because I think this one is broth or froth. And so even though there's a good chance we'll miss this one, I think, baggy will at least disambiguate the 50-50 over here. If we do broth here, it does eliminate baggy as a possibility, maybe. Yeah, I mean, if we do broth, there's a chance it helps us over here, but I feel like it's not, there's a smaller chance. Whereas if we do baggy here, we're guaranteed, I think, to get the other one. So this is a lesser chance of getting it right by guessing baggy. There's more possibilities there, but it guarantees the other one, I think, if it's just the two that I'm thinking of. If I guess baggy here, it's a 50-50. There's a better chance of getting this one right, but there's a smaller chance that it helps us with the other one, because we pretty much have to have the yellow B to then know it was baggy, I think, over here. And it could still even be something else, probably. So I think I'm gonna guess baggy and just hope for the best. Who said that quote? If you can't be good, be lucky. I don't know, somebody said that. That's a thing. Are we lucky? Oh, it's baggy! All right. And this is gonna be froth, I think. It's not broth. Yeah, let's go with froth. It was froth. Wow. Okay, I know there was a bunch of possibilities. There was at least kayak and jazzy and probably some other more obscure words there. So, yeah, well, I don't know, I got lucky. Anyways, other sweet froth, rays, vixen, maple, baggy, and lever. So, you know, that one wasn't too unusual. The main thing that made it difficult, I think, was starting with the words from the Quordle, which at first seemed like they weren't so terrible. But the problem was, you know, they gave us several letters for a few of the words, but then those words didn't help us with the other ones. And we just ended up with too many at the end with several possibilities. But lucky guess, and there we go. So anyways, let me know how you did with the Dordle, the Quordle, and the Octordle today. And, you know, which words were the hardest for you. And be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon with some more puzzles. Here's an interesting question. Which song has spent the most time at number 2 on the Billboard Top 100 without making it to
that was really
one?
good.
On the left, awesome. Ballet over here. Okay, it is L&T, just like I was thinking. Now, alphabet. There we go, that's a good one.